Frans Johansson, what exactly is the click moment?
So the click moment talks about the fact that success has far more to do with serendipity and randomness than we think. And that unexpected meetings, unexpected insights are the results of specific moments in time, and that they can shape the fate of your company or your career.
Can you give me an example of the click moment in action?
Yeah, sure. So we have, for instance, Microsoft, which in the late 80s had a very specific stated strategy, arrived at after lots of analysis, that they should partner with IBM and release an operating system called OS/2. But they didn't do that. And the reason why was because two guys met randomly at a party, and through that meeting, they figured out a way to solve another failing product of theirs, Windows, and they created Windows 3.0, which set the stage for them to dominate the 90s and a lot of sort of the past decade.
Can a company make its own click moment, like they say you can make your own luck?
Of course. So I talk about 3 different ways in the book on how to actually do that. I talk about creating click moments by essentially finding insights or meeting people that are not necessarily the logical choice. It's not the ones that you usually interact with, because those are the ones that we sort of think we can plan our way to success with. What I'm saying is introduce some randomness, introduce some serendipity into that mix. Meet with people that are not necessarily related to industry, meet the people that are outside of your field. I also talk about placing a lot of purposeful bets, and when you see something working, double down on that.
What about the whole idea of practice makes perfect and putting a lot of time into things, like Malcolm Gladwell describes in his book Outliers, saying you need 10,000 hours of practice to be great? Well, you can skip on the 10,000 hours if you just get a little bit of luck, right?
That's right. The 10,000 hour rule, I actually talk about that in the book, The Click Moment. The 10,000 hour rule works in a very specifically narrow set of circumstances. And those are the circumstances where the rules of the game, so to speak, are not allowed to change. Serena Williams is the best, not because of an accident or chance. She worked very, very hard. But then the rules of tennis simply don't change. So you can actually predict what you need to do to be successful in it. It's going to still have a ball, a racket, and a net. That's not true for almost any other industry. So Nokia, for instance, were sort of the Serena Williams of the mobile phone industry. And the way they understood mobile phones working was they needed to have bright colors, to be sleek, have a cool design. Well, that all changed when the iPhone came out, because now all of a sudden it didn't matter what color the phone had. All that mattered was the operating system that it ran. And all of a sudden the game had changed.